It's time to make some decisions.
Oh my gosh. Welcome back to Making Decisions. This is new. This is weird. It's just me. It's just me and doing my own thing because I am. Anyway, I'm happy that you're here. I see we got a couple of people watching. Thank you. I don't know if you saw, I posted a reel, and basically what I'm gonna do is Taylor Swift's new album is dropping in like 11 days, and there are 12 tracks on the song. I did one yesterday, so I'm just going to do a daily countdown by designing a sticker for each of those track titles, whatever. Um, and today I'm going to design in Adobe Illustrator, but you know, I can do Procreate now too. I'm not tied to just doing Adobe stuff. So that is exciting for me. Let's get into Illustrator. Whoops, let me bring this up a bit. And this is the design that I did yesterday. The Fate of Ophelia is track one, and the font that I used is Elfrith. I should also say I am assigning a font to each of the songs, and then I am, whoops, and then I am designing for that, which is cool. All right, today's song, I guess, is called Elizabeth Taylor. So I'm just gonna write out the track name, and we still have Elspeth there. Whoops. Ooh, this is giving Reputation. And I think let me move this mic over. So I actually don't know a whole lot about Elizabeth Taylor other than she was like this starlet in the 40s and she was really, really beautiful. But I did find this photo of her. Hold on. Let me find it. Elizabeth, I should have had it ready. Oops. I found a specific photo of her that really made me think of all the Taylor Swift of it all. Whoops, that is huge. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's massive. Anyway, it's kind of like the same colors. So I don't know if I want to, whoops, I don't know if I want to do like something super inspired, but I think it should be like pretty and elegant. So I'm just gonna go through the fonts that I have. I really didn't plan any of this out, and I'll do a few of them. This is actually the Women of Type logo font, Palmer script. Okay, I'm just gonna go through a bunch of them and see which one makes the most sense for what I want to do. I'm not really going to edit the font itself. This is beautiful, but I need something thicker. Um, I'm not gonna edit the font itself because I feel like, I don't know, that might just take up way too much time. Or I could probably just go with a script in general. Let's see, and I think I have the chat up here, which, okay, no one's chatting, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Let's see. That's kind of pretty. I mean, I could sit here all day and, oh, wait. I like this. Okay. I like this. This is really, okay, there are alternates, which I love. Okay. All right. I think we found the one. Great. So I'm just gonna play around until I find just like the letters that make the most sense. I don't need it to be incredibly flourished. Oh, that's pretty. But a little bit of flourish is nice, I think. Now, I like the idea of doing something eyelashy, like having, like, this is almost giving eyelash a bit, but what if we added to the flourish and just kind of like went all out. And then I also like the idea, the eyelashes. She's great eyebrows, actually. Okay, let's focus on the eyelashes for now. Make this real small. And I will duplicate this. And now I'm just gonna play around. Oh, wait, hold on. Because what if this T stretched across the entire way? I think that could be cool. I think that could actually look really eleganza. All right. So I'm going to create outlines and let's kind of cut this. I erased it, but whatever, same idea. And bring it out. And then I need to kind of bring that, I'm using my trackpad for this too. Okay. I like the idea more of it like dipping. But now it looks like it says Elizabeth Tater, like tater tot. Okay. How am I going to do this? Maybe this goes here. And this has to like go up a bit. This is what I love about design is that it's really like a puzzle. That's essentially what we're doing. We're putting together a puzzle. I'm not going to leave it like this, but I just needed to kind of create that visual for myself of where everything is going to go. I know that it looks like pretty disjointed and weird right now. And that'll eventually get fixed, but right now it's kind of how I need it to be. All right. So we have this, and now I can kind of start moving everything to where I want it. I also don't think that this is going to be perfect. I prefer to draw out my letters and I kind of sketch them out before I do anything else. But I'm just playing around today. There are no more rules, I think. All right. It's already starting to kind of shape up a little. Not that much. Like, this is not nearly where I want it to be. Obviously, we're like 2 minutes in. What if it went like this? And then like that. And then just make that a little bigger and bring it into there. I don't know if I like that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, you know? Oh, it's horrible. All right, what if, hear me out. Let's cut this whole thing off. So now we just have this bottom part, but then I bring this whole thing out here. Because I do like the idea of having that straight line under. I actually don't mind that as much. It does look like it says Elizabeth Jailer, but you know, whatever. We'll fix things as they come along. Jamie's here. Hi, Jamie. Love you. I still have my candy. Keep me motivated. Also, now that I'm doing the show kind of solo, not on Adobe, oh wait, hold on. Oh, these are sour. The show is only going to go till 3, so An hour-long show, back to what it was, but on YouTube. And hopefully I'll go back with Adobe soon. Just not at this moment, you know? Okay. I'm gonna duplicate this. Bring this, oh, whoops. You know what? Let's just duplicate the whole thing. And I'm gonna get rid of all that. Lasso these points, delete. Lasso these points, delete. Great. Got rid of that. Wonderful, amazing. Okay. I'm gonna, not that. I'm going to use this stroke to play around now. And then afterwards, I can play around with the thickness, etc., etc. Sometimes it just takes me a while to actually figure out what I want to do, especially with something like this where I'm really just jumping in. I have pretty much an hour to design and not plan anything. But I think that's the fun in it, you know? How do I make this not look like a J? Am I gonna have to cut the bottom of the T off? Maybe. And perhaps make this a bit shorter too. And I'll fix that later. So if I put this here, a little smaller. If I put this here and then cut the bottom off, I think I can make that work. Okay. Oops. Nope, don't like it. Or, hold on. I think this part has to go. I think it's gotta go. Maybe not that far. Let me stare at this for a minute and figure it out. Jailer Burton. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's an actual person. Too many points here. Let's get rid of these. Okay. I'm gonna draw a rectangle over this. Or, see, I like the idea of using a stroke only because then I could play around with the width, etc. And let me show you. Let me show you what I mean by that. It will also angle this properly and then possibly bring it up. I think we might be getting somewhere. Let's put that there. And now we're back here. Is there anything nautical about Elizabeth Taylor? Because I feel like this could be like a nautical looking design. All right, whatever. I'm gonna just bring this in. I feel like what I'm doing right now is very similar to logo design, which is not something that I ever play around in. So forgive me. Forgive me for the sins I'm committing. The design sins. Oh. Okay. And what if I'm probably just gonna start over because I don't like how this looks. I don't like how this curve is sitting. I think that's hideous. This looks horrible. I'm being pretty hard on myself. I'm not gonna lie. But if I'm not hard on myself, who will be? You know? Let's do object, path, outline stroke. So now this has become a shape. And I'm gonna just bring that down to there and pop this away. Oh, and we can, yeah, I'm not happy with it. I think we gotta start over. Sorry, people. Oh, you know what? I like the way that Elizabeth looks. So why does it need to be the same font? It doesn't. Elizabeth and Taylor. Okay. You know what? I can live with this idea. I also like that. Or I think I have the Taylor Swift. Yeah. Okay. So what if it's like, oh, Elizabeth Taylor or Elizabeth and then Taylor is the script. Because I really do like this bottom font and I think I'm cheating a little bit, but whatever, like, let me be. You know, because like, I feel like, knowing Taylor Swift's crazy mind, Elizabeth Taylor, Taylor Swift, so like the main part of it is the Taylor, maybe that can go around there. I did lose the eyelash part, although this still feels very eyelashy, so I'm not mad at it. Let's keep this. I don't like that stretch. This is what I'm going to do. Let's create outlines. And then I'm going to go to brushes. Pull that out here. New brush. I think it's pattern brush. Add space to fit, approximate path. Let's stretch to fit. Okay. And now I can go like this. Yeah. Perfect. And now it says Elizabeth, and I can kind of, there's just a lot more flexibility with it. Big fan of this method of warping text. Let's see if I can do. Oops. Okay. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Okay, I can live with it. I do want to try another idea because why does it just have to be text-based? I made up a bunch of fake rules for myself. What if I illustrated her eye? I just made up a bunch of fake rules for myself that I have to follow or else. That's not anything. Okay, so we have her eye, the general shape, and I should really bring this down to like 0.04. Doesn't need to be that crazy. And then the eye is, well, what am I don't know that it needs, I'm thinking too literal. I'm thinking way too literal right now. It can just be an eye. I'm doing too much for no reason. I'm stressing myself out. Doesn't have to be this way. Okay. Gorgeous. Eye, done. Um, duplicate this, make it a little smaller, and bring it here, here, and then we can do this. Oops. Okay, perfect. I don't know what I was making myself crazy for. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. So we have a general eye. Again, I think I have a perfectionist problem. Okay, I admit it. Fine, whatever. Oh, so sue me. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Let's use this peach. You know, I'm gonna try to like keep the full color palette that I have been keeping on to. So, you know, I think eventually I'll have to make some changes, like using this blue. Well, her eyes are blue. Yeah. And I was thinking about doing the radial gradient, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. And now we do this. Okay, so we have the eye, and you know what? I want to make this stroke a little bigger. And I want to bring this in a little more, maybe like that. And then this can get cut off, I think. Great. We're making progress. We're making progress. Um, she's got the pearls. There's like the sparkle in her eye. So, you know, my classic. Also with showgirl of it all, lots of sparkle. So we're gonna keep on with that. Oh, I like that sparkle a lot better than the other one, actually. That little rounded inside. Okay. So obviously she's wearing some makeup and a lot of mascara here. So I'm gonna add that in. Let's group this together. Oh, okay. Nope, nope, no, didn't mean to do that. Hold on. I'm gonna add like the winged eye over here. I'm just gonna draw it. Yeah. I'm using my trackpad, so I'm gonna have to just adjust it. Okay. So we have that general, I keep calling it like general anything because I'm nothing looks like anything. All right. And now I've done this like I don't know if it's a method or whatever for creating eyelashes. But I'll go ahead and do this. Or like I wanna go big with the eyelashes here. And then I'll go here at the end, make it a little smaller. And I'm gonna grab this and duplicate it. And then grab these two over here, select them, object. We're gonna go to blend, make. It's not gonna come out perfect. Actually, that looks pretty perfect to me. All right. While that's selected, we're gonna go select this extra thing that I blend, whatever, replace spine. Okay, yeah, it's not perfect. And that's fine because I'm not gonna mess with that. Because we kind of have them all in order now. There's probably a way for me to fix that, but I'm just gonna go to object. Actually, hold on. Let's back up a second. This looked really good. And I wonder if I can just warp it now. So we'll go to Effect, Warp, Horizontal. Oops. Let's get that. Oh, okay. Well, that's in the way. Keep this at 0. Let's see how this looks. That's really not bad, actually. Doesn't look like her eye, but like we can make it look like her eye. I don't see why not. Oop. Playing around with it a bunch. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back to where it was. Oops. Okay, okay. Did I ruin everything? I think I did. Well, that's annoying, huh? Okay. Oh my God. All right. I'm just gonna stop. All right. I'm just gonna stop. This did not go as planned. Let's go with my original plan. And bring this around. And basically, so annoying. What I'm gonna do is, oh, uh-oh. I'm gonna put a third one in here, see if that can work. Like this. So now we have one, I'll make this a little smaller. 1, 2, 3. Evenly spaced out, a bit thicker. Bring this down. And I can fix that later. I know I keep saying that about things and then I keep not fixing it, but whatever. Okay. Actually, put this right on top of itself. Cool. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oops. Okay. Select these three, and now I'm going to go to Object. I'm going to do the same thing. Blend, make. Ugh. Okay. I think maybe this needs to go back. These need to come to the front, and this needs to be the top one. Let's see if that works. Object, blend, make. Okay. Okay. Now let's see how that went. Not bad. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's not great though, right? Maybe it has to be less. Okay. Let's do object, blend options. Instead of 15, let's do 10. That's a little better. I wonder if... No, this is... You know, sometimes things are just not super easy, and that's okay. I'm gonna select this, select this. I mean, I just don't want to have to do it the hard way by doing everything. Ugh, God, that's horrible. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it the hard way, and that sucks. It's gonna be doing like each individual freaking lash. But if that's what I have to do, then that's what I have to do. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Jamie, if you are watching this, then I am sorry that I stopped your stream by accident. That's my bad. You can keep doing your thing. Okay. So we're doing the eyelashes, and I'm gonna try to do them as fast as I can. I thought maybe I can shortcut my way through this. Lesson learned that there are no shortcuts in life, only long cuts. Okay. And then I think over here is where I'll start flipping them. It doesn't look bad. It just took so long. Or I can just do... Okay, let's select all these. I'm gonna group these together. Transform, reflect, vertical. Beautiful. And then these I can just start making shorter. So here and here. And maybe get rid of that last one. Here. Oops. Just a little smaller. Great. I'm gonna group these together again. And she also has like pretty thick lower lashes that I personally think are very pretty. So let's get those on. I feel like I'm doing some girl's makeup. Some girl. Elizabeth Taylor, hello. And I'm gonna cut these a little short. Let's see how that, yeah, that actually works great. Oh my God, am I a lash tech now? Put this here. When I was younger, when I was a kid, I loved drawing eyes. I don't know what that says about me, if anything at all. I was, my notebooks were filled with eyes. And it would be one eye. I wouldn't go for the whole face or anything like that. It would just be drawing eyes, the reflections in the eyes. If anyone has insight, you don't have to share that with me, actually. Whatever was wrong with me as a kid, let's leave that in the past. Okay, we're gonna get rid of this. Oops. And there. Oh, and maybe these could be smaller. And like maybe even a little thinner. Maybe all of these could be a little thinner now that I think about it. This is taking up so much time, and this was supposed to be about type. So I'm annoyed with myself. Sorry if you're annoyed with me too. We're in this together, babe. Okay. But this is like, I'm gonna say unfortunately, it's not really unfortunate, it's just part of the creative process. Lots and trial and error, and it's fun. And I feel like it's good for my brain. Like doing a crossword. Okay. So we got that. And I actually, like, she does have more lashes. I'm not gonna go that nuts with it. Maybe I'll add like one more like big one at the end here and do like 2.5. Oh, or 3. Sure, why not? Okay, so this is great. Now we have to do the actual text part of everything. The actual type. Okay. So, whoops. Now that I have this out, I can do a few things. I'm going to group this together. So I'm going to save this. Oops. I'm going to save that to Creative Cloud. Save. Whatever. I'll deal with the naming later. So there are two ways I can kind of go about this. One is to get rid of this or whatever, move it to somewhere else for now and make this white. Uh-oh, I'm getting the spinning wheel. Oh no. I'm getting the spinning wheel. Oh, this will have to be outline stroke. Okay, I don't know if you guys have been having this problem with Illustrator the last 2 days. Anytime I use the eyedropper tool, it kind of freezes up a bit. I don't know what's up with that. Weird. Okay. So, okay, I could do something like this. I'm not against, it's just like, whatever. Or, I can go back to kind of the original plan. And do something like that. I mean, I would work it out better. Something like that. And like, I'm not gonna lie to myself and say, oh, this is like the most incredible design that I've ever seen. You know, I'm coming up with this on the fly, all of that, but should this be orange? Let's see how that looks. No, it shouldn't, actually. Thanks for asking, though. Okay, well, I'll figure out how to, I was pointing to the screen as if you can see on the screen, how to kind of handle that, because I feel like this could be bigger. Maybe a stroke? I don't know about that, but type, we should do create outlines, and then maybe the stroke out there. I can live with that a little more. I still don't really like it. I can also change the white to a gray. That's a little scary, I think. But does it work? Maybe. What if, okay. What if we did this? We'll do object, path, offset path, and we'll do like 0.009. Ugh, no, 0.006. They keep it super thin. Where's Pathfinder? I'm always losing it. Let's do this color. Oh, freezing again. Okay, well, I need to wait a second. This keeps happening to me. And, okay. Now that we have this in here, let's send that back. Whoops. Like, does this work? No. I am afraid it does not work. But maybe maybe we can do maybe this works. This doesn't not work. It's not as bothersome to me. I think I can live with that. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So let's say we go with this design, which I don't know. I'm going to go to object, expand appearance, because I have all of these things going on. Duplicate it. Now that this one's at the bottom, I'm going to use the Pathfinder tool to join everything. And now this is one shape. And I'm going to just do the fill and stroke. And then I'm going to go back to object, path, offset path, and then this is going to be depending on your artboard, but I'm going to start with 0.03. That seems a little bit small, so I'm going to do maybe 0.1 even. That's a little big. 0.05. Let's start with that. Get rid of this. And I'm also going to hit it with the simplify and change the stroke to outside. Okay. Like I don't like how this looks as a background. Like that's really ugly actually. Okay, so what if we did this? Let me grab the eye. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Send that back. Actually, that's pretty. It's kind of pretty. I was thinking that it would be the orange, but now I'm like, there's something. Oh, wait. What if this is the orange? And it really only has to be these. Or should it just be black? Maybe it should just be black and we call it a day. And that's fine. You know? And then I just want to make sure that all of the strokes are the same color. Don't know what happened. Oh, that was not supposed to have a stroke. Okay. And these are also not supposed to have strokes. Oh my god. And neither is this or these. Okay. And that one's too. What is going on? I did not approve that. There's something wrong here. There's something very wrong here. Let's do like 0.1. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it stays like this. And also maybe I get rid of where it says Elizabeth Taylor inside the eyeball. Like, I think I'm trying too hard. It doesn't need, it's not, first of all, it's not that serious. Okay? I'm just talking to myself. Where are those? Where are those eye sparkles? Arrange, bring to front. Okay, we got 15 minutes, so we'll figure it out. Don't worry. Copy this, select that, and then type on path. Elizabeth. And then I'll do the same thing for down here. I don't know if this is ugly. I honestly, it almost looks like it's like a tattoo. But no, Taylor, not tattoo. I don't like it at all. I am not happy with this at all, but like, there's no time. Okay, well, it's fine, I guess. Um, sure. Sure, whatever. Uh, is it better without this? No, I actually, unfortunately, think it's better with it. All right, well, you win some, you lose some, right? I'm gonna select the whole thing. I'm gonna do exactly what I did before. I think I wouldn't mind, like, should I do an eye drop? Like, who's to say that maybe she won't be crying a little bit in the song, you know? And then oh, sorry. So the reason I'm gonna put the eye drop is because I want, oh, maybe the eye drop could be like a pearl. I want to write track 2. Like I want to have the track number in there. So, oh wait, you cry. Do you cry from the outside or the inside? I guess it doesn't matter. Can you even tell which one it is? I don't know if I want it. Ugh, I'm not happy with it. I'm just not happy with how it looks. Expand appearance. We're gonna do type, create outlines, duplicate it, bring everything together. Great, 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 great. Object, path, offset path. Cool, wonderful. Bring everything together again, and this. Go for this color, this orange. I don't know if these are the exact hex colors, to be honest with you. But that's okay. Elizabeth Taylor. You know what? I like it a little bit better now that I'm seeing it differently. Maybe it does need a stroke. And okay. Maybe 0.3. And something like this, I'll just draw the shape on top of it to kind of, or use a shape on top of it, and then bring them all together because it's just easier that way. But I'm also realizing I don't like the placement. So let me mess around with the placement a bit. Okay. Offset path once again. Okay. And now, oh, that's not it. Great. And now we got the orange. I really love putting pressure on myself for no reason. Like, oh, let's create 12 designs in 12 days, but we do kind of want them to be good also. Yeah. Okay. Good luck with that, girl. It's me talking to myself. And we're gonna round that out a little bit. It's not doing what I want it to do. What if it's 0.3? Maybe what I need is a drop shadow. I think that's something that we all need, right? Am I right, ladies? A drop shadow's all we need. All right, let's do object, blend, make. Okay, whatever, you know, it's fine. I'm just thinking like, let's say this went to print, which it's not because it's hideous and I hate it. Like these tiny lines would not read because how big is a sticker? It's not big enough that you could see that, but it's fine. I think I want to add some eyeshadow though. Let's do like, let me just draw a blob real quick. Right? And then fill it and go like this. And then opacity, bring that down. And then I'm going to just do smooth because I don't know what I did over there. We got a blob. Great. And now I can kind of play around there. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine. But this is a practice in speed. I'm trying to like reconcile things with myself. This is a practice in speed. It's a practice in not practicing and not knowing what you're getting into. I don't hate it. I'm just I've been more proud of other work is what I mean to say. There's other work that I'm more proud of. Or maybe I just make it bigger. Like, I don't know, that kind of works. Okay, so we have track 1 and track 2. Oh, wait, this should go up a bit over here, but not. I think we have to ungroup. Okay. So this now goes there. This goes here. It just has to go behind the, I guess, like the water line of the eye or whatever. And I also want to bring that in because, you know, that tiny detail that no one's ever going to see. Okay. Great. Okay. Well, I think this looks good for what it is, right? It's fine, actually. I did this in an hour with no prep. Come on. I think I'm gonna challenge myself to only use this color palette. You know, don't hold me to that. And what is this? What's this font? Memoriam Pro headline. Okay. So, whoops, what happened there? Memoriam Pro headline. Track 1 and track 2. Maybe I'll design track 3 today. I don't know, but I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making decisions. I am always so happy to hang out with you guys, whoever's here, whoever ends up watching this later, whatever. I appreciate it and I love you. So I'll see you next week. Same place, same time. If you want to comment, maybe if you want a different time, I think Tuesdays at either 12 p.m. or 2 p.m. Eastern